Everyone, how are you? It's Lee Spencer from Body Homeopathic HCG. This is one of the video logs that I'm recording to enable me to give my clients an update and some tips and hints. Now this I'm going to call the overview because one of the things that I am starting to realise from the many people who give me feedback and who I work with as part of helping assist them with their weight loss is that there are a few things that really trip people up, and so this is a bit of an overview that may be of some value to you. For some of you it won't be relevant, but for others it will be. I think the first thing, I've got some notes here. First thing is, it's really important. A lot of us go on weight loss regimes for all sorts of reasons. Number one, you have to know exactly why you are doing it. It seems really basic, but for a lot of people, if they don't know why they want to lose weight, and if that reason more particularly isn't specific to them, then one of the things that can happen is they can lose focus, they can lose motivation. Just because you are overweight doesn't mean you need to lose weight or that you want to lose weight. So what I say to people, before you take the cap off the Body HCG, make sure that you know with absolute certainty what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to achieve. It's a 23-day commitment minimum, and unless you're doing it for yourself, there really is no, I'd rather people save their money and they didn't do it. So before the cap comes off this puppy, you need to know why you're doing it. As part of that focus, it's a really good idea to work out how much weight you would like to lose, to do things like visualization techniques, grab some images from the internet of people whose body shapes you would like to emulate. I've got all those in my vision board. I've got them sitting up in front of my computer. There's things, and also measurements too. Dr. Simeon, who was the pioneer of who utilised HCG as part of a weight loss program, called it pounds and inches, and he called it that for good reason. People will sometimes see a real shift in the scales in terms of their weight coming down, but equally they will see a real shift frequently in their measurements decreasing. So really important that you focus on both of those. So for me, as well as having a goal weight in mind, one of the things I did was I actually had some goal measurements in mind. Now I've completed one round of the Body Homeopathic HCG, and I'm just about to go on to I've just started my second round. So and one of the things, I actually started my second round, and I actually stopped partway through, a few days into it, not because it wasn't working, but because I realised I hadn't done that refocusing process, and I really needed to work on some goals that were very specific to what I wanted and what I needed. So that's hugely important. There's all the rules and the regulations around what you need to do, what you need to eat. You'll find that via the website, which is www.hcgweightloss.co.nz. So all that stuff's there in the download section, so I don't need to go over that. But one of the things I'd like to talk about is specific to the Body HCG, is that it's an incredibly fine balance. And I think frequently, let's get it there. Okay, so this is what the product looks like. It's basically comes in a dropper bottle. There's sprays, there's different ways of taking it. In the States, they inject it. So basically, you've got your drop there, and you count the drops onto a plastic spoon, and you put that under your tongue. Now, how the HCG works is it mobilises stored fat. So I say to people, it's a bit like the pantry door is thrown open and you get access to your stored fat. And it's you're on a 500 calorie diet, but one of the things people go, I can't survive on that, that's too hard. You aren't surviving on a 500 calorie diet. That's all you're taking in nutritionally, but your body is actually giving you access to the extra stored fat. So you're actually not actually on a reduced calorie diet, which is why there are a number of things that don't happen as a consequence. But one of the great things is you lose a significant amount of weight because it's coming straight off those fat stores that without HCG you have no way of actually mobilising. But one of the things you have to also get your head around with HCG is that it doesn't work like any other program that you think of. You've got 2 days where you do loading or gorging, where you eat as much fatty food as is humanly possible, and you will certainly find that you start to get really full and you don't feel like eating. But that you do that so you start taking your HCG, you gorge for 2 days, that mobilises the mobilises the fat into the bloodstream, and that kickstarts. You'll put on weight in the initial period, but then you will start to lose that. Now, gorging is important because you do it, and it means it'll kickstart your weight loss, plus you're less likely to feel hungry. So that's important. So people go, oh look, it's 500 calories, I'm going to cheat, I'm going to have a low carb beer, that must be okay. It's not okay, and it's because, when I say it's okay, of course you can have it. This is not, you are your own master. But with this program, I can't emphasize enough, it's 23 days, it's not long, you need to clear the decks, you need to stay focused. I have one of my clients who's posted some information on our social forum, and his friend took him out for Chinese within his first couple of days of being on the protocol. You don't need friends like that. You need friends who invite you around and say, I've got some chicken and some salad for you. So stay away from your friends who are going to thwart your efforts by taking you out for lunch. I've actually turned down a number of lunch invitations, and it's really good because this is February 2010 I'm recording this. And so for me, most of February now is an HCG month. My friends know that. They know that if I meet them, I'm only going to meet them for a coffee, etc. But look, you need to support yourself at so many different levels, well, on the HCG. But in my first round, I lost 15 kgs and feel fantastic. In my second round, I'm hoping to lose 10 kgs. Which leads me to the next thing, exercise. I've had a few people who love exercising, cyclists, runners. They say, please, can we exercise while we're on this? In their first week, they quite often will feel a bit tired as part of the transition, but then they start to feel fit and start to want to exercise again. The answer quite simply to that is no. The only thing you can do while on this is 30 minutes of walking, and in this round I've started doing 10 minutes of rebounding, but not so that I get puffy, just so that I can I want to do some lymphatic work. I want to feel like I can start working on toning my body. So please don't exercise while you're on it. It's not a case of I'll burn more calories and therefore I'll lose weight more quickly. The balance is incredibly fine, and if you need more calories and you put your body under stress by exercising, it loses its ability to go to those fat stores and to be able to access the fat for food, because it feels the stress and the pressure. Otherwise, with HCG, yes, you may well feel tired, but one of the things is you don't you might feel tired. Some people feel incredibly energized because the food that you eat is very clean. It's not so that's basically it. So enjoy HCG. It presents a really wonderful opportunity for people who are serious about losing weight and who really want to get to the bottom of their weight loss issues once and for all. But equally, the rules are in place, and I'm highly individual, and I don't like I don't like rules. I certainly don't like rules that aren't my own. However, when I started HCG, I knew that I wanted to lose weight, and quickly, not take couple of years to lose it. No thanks. I wanted it to be fast. HCG will do that for you, but you need to be committed. Now, 23 days isn't a long time. As I said, stay away from those friends that want to take you out for Chinese takeaways for lunch. We don't like them at all. Put them off the Christmas card list. But hey, take care. I'm hoping to get some more logs up with some tips and hints, and certainly if you've got any questions, log in to www.hcgweightloss.co.nz and fire some questions at me, and if I receive enough questions, I can certainly turn around and answer those via a video log. Take care, happy weight loss, talk soon.